What up, guys? Now it's Family Chronicles. This is the TV section, getting right into it. Focusing on anime, Sins to Be a Hero, episode 4. Right off the bat, Ventimin? God damn it. Anyway, whatever your ability is, deceit, deception, mirage, camouflage, manipulation. Wow. You're able to get them everything they need, but getting pardoned, so they're not going to go to the death. They're not going to do it without Torita. They're not going to have to stay behind and sacrifice themselves. Wow, whatever your ability is amazing. It's really cool. Also, that teaser where it's like, we can't have you tell people the truth, even though you're telling us you wrote this without knowing that some of us have been affected by Demon Blight. We have been coerced into working with Demon Blights. You don't need to tell people that. Those kind of moments hint at a darker force at hand, and probably some of the higher ups, some of the high priests, some of the people who are in control of goddesses and their powers, and the heroes and the armies are doing some shady shit. And who's surprised? No one is. Yeah, just more thinking to myself how good this fight's gonna be. Really happy that Kivia decided to talk to them, Xylo and Torita to a lesser extent, but talk to Xylo about the truth, about why she was so distraught when they came to save essentially her army and her men, why she felt a guilty conscience because of what they were assigned to do to Torita, which again, not an uncommon anime trope where they had to do something they didn't want to do, but they still went along with it because it was their job, and I regret it every day kind of shit. Makes sense, but still sacrificing yourself to just die a horrible death was just dumb to me. But again, Xylo, you that man for saving them all. And also the other part where she tried to say the word analyze, but even as I'm watching it, right when she said analyze, I'm like, Xylo. And right when I said that, he's like, you mean dissect, because you think she's weaker. And my biggest conversation right now in my head is, so this perception in anime, the kind of tropes that I love with these antagonists who are trying so hard to change the status quo of what you expect to be right and wrong. I just feel in my soul that Torita's going to have some unlocked power we don't know about. Some power that's embedded inside of her that makes her stronger than the other 12, because how they said it, how Kivia said it, is it Kivia or Zivia? I hate that I say it, and I think I know for sure, but I don't know for sure. But how they said it, how she said it was like Torita was like an outcast, was just discovered in a forest, and she was so weak we had to will her back to health or some shit, where it's like, I think to myself immediately, the way you say the other 12 goddesses, like, you know, their powers can quantify them. This is one of those where you don't have a book fully written on Torita, where, yeah, we all knew that she could create swords and everything, but it didn't really blow them away. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about poison, I'm thinking about lightning and thunder, and all those things are great, but swords? Did it say what kind of sword she can make? Did it say how strong of a sword, how fast, how sharp of a sword? Like, you guys are making it feel like there's no ways to up the ante with a sword, and I've watched too many anime that I love where, hey man, swordplay matters, and being good with a sword honestly ends up surprising people when they can just use their hands or weapons to take you out. So I think to myself, we're gonna have some moment where we're gonna have to prove how great she is. And again, seeing Xylo defend her, how he was talking about her really wanting to immediately ask Kivia, like, okay, so next battle we do that one, finish that one, and she'll be saved, right? Nothing has to happen to her. And she's like, yes and no, before we find out that it's essentially a death mission and they want them to die and won't tell them why. The fucking sweating on the eyebrows, almost like, you guys know too much, you're getting through way more than any other heroes have, so you're starting to learn more than we needed you to, kind of feeling. And whoever's at the head, the guy that was sentencing Xylo at the end of episode 1, whoever that guy is, it feels like he's at the forefront of all this bullshit, and probably working with that Demon Blight that they called Bliss. I bet the reason that they can't defeat that one is because it probably has an idea of what it's walking into. And that usually means somebody who has power is letting it know what to expect and what it should think about happening next. So I'm very, very much so now looking forward to it again. Looking forward to more happening again. Thinking about how fast things are going to pop off next episode. What all is truly going to happen. Loving that Kivia talked to Xylo and how she said, I had to reevaluate how I looked at you because they were grateful. What do you think was going to happen? Your men were going to hate Xylo because he saved them. Those townsfolk, those men who were literally dead to rights in that cave, were going to be disgusted with Xylo because he saved them. People who don't know him are going to be disgusted. They're going to try to find a way to hate heroes. People who know what heroes stand for actually do thank them and are really grateful. So kind of a fake ass, like, oh my God, I was wrong about you moment. But still at the same time, she says in that same sentence that she blames him because of killing Sinerva. When again, we understood what he had to, because she might have went berserk, and saying that because he killed Sinerva, they realized that goddesses can be killed. So if they can be killed, that means they can be built, I guess, to a certain extent, which I don't like. I don't like that ideal kind of overclouding the fact that she's super strong and she used up all of her ability, which is why she was able to be killed. Which means you're gonna have to break a goddess down to the studs to get her to actually wilt and die. And I don't like that ideal of, oh, we can just create more. Oh, well, see, Torita was one of the weakest ones, so let's go ahead and dissect her, see what makes her tick. How do they get made? How are they reproduced? And I think the word goddess is probably the biggest word you should hear, where they didn't just wake up one day and were all of a sudden goddesses. They were born, bred, and made as goddesses. So I don't think there's anything you guys can do that's right or humane or sane to reproduce goddesses or find where they're coming from, because like she was saying, that they open up, each opens an individual gate. Why are we not getting the full story about Torita? Why are we not getting the story about her gate and what she opened up? And I'm really questioning now how far the timeline is off between what's happened to Xylo and him getting sentenced, Vimitin getting sentenced, Tatsuya getting brought from a different world with one of the goddesses, our king guy, I can't think of his name right now. Oh my God. Who's recovered finally, thank God. Him. What happened to him? Why did he get sentenced to being a hero? How long has this timeline been? Because it really does feel like they're expecting them to die. And they, like she said, you guys have taken out 2 demon lords in the span of a few short weeks, compared to a lot of men not being able to do it at all. So it kind of shows you how great his value is going to be as the show goes on, and really think that Xylo and Torita are going to uncover more about each other. I think he's going to unlock the best of her powers, and he's going to find out more about her, even though I don't know if he wants to find out the truth about why she's looked at as weak and what they did to her per se to like make it feel like she is. Because a part of me just looks at her and says there's some like limiter on her right now, like they nerfed her. They have something that they're hiding because they don't want her to know what her true power is, kind of thing. Like if you're a JJK fan, which I hope a lot of you guys are, it's like Maki with her twin Mai, where it's like she wasn't powerful because she didn't have the whole source. And I think to myself with Torita, same kind of thing. What if she doesn't have the whole source of her power because they didn't know where they needed to look, or when they went and found her and she was asleep, they didn't know how strong she was because her true power was hidden, or something like that. I think should pop up in the next few episodes and give us a little more inkling into why we'll fall in love with this anime once again. So I'm excited to see how it unfolds. I think it's going to get even crazier as we go into the, I guess, second part of the season. Like we're out of the first quarter, so second quarter of the season starts after episode 4, and we'll see what they elevate, how good they want to do it. I'm banking on 12 episodes and just probably one season for 12 episodes, not the 24, because I'm not sure if they want to come back for season 2. So I like it a lot right now. I'm looking forward to it. It's actually growing every week on my conscience and how much I actually anticipate watching it. So I'm excited for it. Did this video a little late because my birthday was yesterday. So your boy's out here hanging out, the big 3-1. So yeah. This has been Midwest Brown Boy Chronicles. I am your Midwest Brown Boy, Jalen Brownford, signing off. Thank you so much for watching any of my videos, giving any of them a chance. Appreciate you guys all the time. I'll be back talking about music videos, sports, TV shows, movies, and the like. And I love doing this, so you'll hear me some more. Peace and love always.